What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing a episode of Tony Talks. And today we're looking at some PC COD 4 footage. This is pretty much a bunch of clips from a couple hours of gameplay I got. I just basically put together all the best bits and put some motion blur on it. So it's kind of like a little montage. I actually had some music that was playing while I was playing, so I recorded it on accident. So I decided to just keep the music in. I don't think it's heavily copyrighted or anything. I'll actually link the album in the description, so I don't act as if I'm trying to claim it as my own or whatever. I'll give credit. But basically, it is some cool little clips from a sniper lobby, quote-unquote, in COD 4 PC, which is actually pretty fun, and it was actually pretty difficult to get any sort of clips, quote-unquote, or streaks in it, but I did. I got a few cool little streaks. And I think the second half of the video is just me playing in a public TDM, which is like 24v24. It was pretty insane. And I got some little streaks with the sniper and with the shotgun, so I thought I'd throw those in as well. So today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic or two. We're going to be talking about vacations in general. We're going to be talking about the vacation I was just on, which was in Sedona, Arizona, if you've ever heard of it. It's a beautiful place, and we'll be getting to that in a moment. And the other vacation we're going to be talking about is the vacation I have planned for later this month, in August, which is my vacation to PAX Prime, which is more concerning you guys, as in that vacation will actually be something you guys will be involved in. You guys will be, you know, watching a lot of videos from it, a lot of coverage, because it's a game convention, obviously, and this is a gaming channel. And it'll also be a convention where you guys may possibly be able to meet me in person if you guys are up for that. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that if you guys are interested. But I'm going to start off talking about Sedona. Now, I just went to Sedona, for those who don't know. I think I mentioned it once or twice. And it was basically the end of July. Well, actually, in the beginning of July, my family offered me to go with them on a vacation to Sedona, Arizona. And at first I said, screw that. I don't want to. I already live in a desert. I hate the desert. I want to move up, not upstate, but up country, I guess you can say. Maybe even up to Canada. Because I hate the desert, and I just really miss the northeast climate, which is where I'm from originally, of the United States. And, yeah, I didn't want to go to Arizona, which is even more arid and dry than where I live currently, in the Mojave Desert. So I decided, no, I'm not going. But then eventually I said, you know what? I'm not doing anything in July. I already have a vacation planned, a little trip planned in August. So why not, you know, make my summer even more exciting by trying something different in July? So I said, sure, I'll go. I know I wasn't too excited about going into a desert once again, but I was kind of reassured by my family that it's not as arid as I think it is, or dry as I think it is. So I decided, you know what, screw it, let's go. So we're on the you know, trip. My uncle is driving, and I'm his co-pilot. And as we're driving on our way to Arizona, we hit, you know, this beautiful landscape, to the point where it was like we went from a climate that looked like, you know, the Middle East, to a climate that looked like upstate New York, to a climate that looked like maybe like upstate Utah, to a climate that looked like Canada. I mean, it was pretty rapid changes of climate. There was like this thick forest where like there were like lumberjacks everywhere. There was these, you know, rolling farmlands that had like cows everywhere. It was pretty insane, the rapid changes of climate. And I never expected that from Arizona, but apparently since the elevation is so high, which makes sense, like 5,000 to 7,000 feet elevation, you know, that's why the climate is like that. Of course, there are deserts in Arizona, but I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. But anyway, we basically passed through Flagstaff, and after you pass through Flagstaff, you go into Sedona. And Sedona is this really small town. It's probably one of the least known beautiful places on Earth. I mean, it is really nice. It's a big tourist town. There's a lot of tourists there. I think someone said that they get anywhere from 5 to 7 million tourists a year. That sounds really, like, large compared to what I saw, so I'm not sure if that's true or not, if maybe that's a loaded statistic, or maybe that's their best year ever. But regardless, it is apparently a very famous and historical town, and, you know, it's not as recognized, maybe as it used to be. But yeah, it's really beautiful. I mean, the place is just magnificent. I mean, the mountains are like red. It's all red mountains, and I'm already familiar with red mountains because I live near a lot of them. And basically, all it is mountains with iron in them. It's basically rusted mountains when you think about it. But they're beautiful, and I might upload a video or like a little slideshow of some of the pictures I have and the video I took with my DSLR. So maybe I'll do that in the future. It'll just be a little short video called My Trip to Sedona or something like that. Nothing too personal, just like, you know, shit I took pictures of and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice, and the people are nice there. And the real, you know, really all we did there was, it wasn't like the type of vacation where you go and you just relax and, you know, you go to like an amusement park or something. It was like a lot of hiking. We went on a Jeep ride. My uncle and I, like, well, he climbed a massive mountain, you know, freehand, no, you know, like rock climbing gear or anything. And I climbed a smaller mountain the same way, and it was just really cool experience. I mean, we saw like an old church that was built into a mountain. And I'm not very religious, and I wasn't really too enthused about seeing a church, but when we got there, it was pretty beautiful. The architecture and everything, and just the entire layout, and it was just cool. It was just all around a really fun experience, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm happy I went. And it's cool because I had a lot of stress all over my mind before we went, and coming back from it, all that stress is pretty much gone, and I'm able to get back working on videos with a clear mind or a clear head. And believe it or not, for the last 2 weeks or so, the last 2 weeks before this week, all those videos were scheduled from about 3 weeks ago. I made like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 videos, and I just scheduled them all for upload because it was pretty difficult to, you know, spend time making videos while I was preparing for the vacation, and I was on the vacation. Because every day on that vacation, I believe, from dawn to dusk, we were pretty much doing something. So it was very difficult to find time to make and edit videos. So I guess you guys liked it. I mean, most of you guys didn't really notice that they were scheduled. And most of the videos that I uploaded had good feedback. Maybe with the exception of one. But that was probably because I got a little lazy with it. And I just uploaded old clips. If you guys know which one I'm talking about, I guess comment below. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think that went well, and it's probably going to be something I'm going to have to do in the future, you know, scheduled uploading, because, you know, sometimes I'm on vacation, sometimes I'm just taking a break, or sometimes I have finals going on, of course, in school, so I have to worry about that as well. So speaking of school and speaking of looking forward, my second year of college is coming up, and right before that second year, I have the trip to PAX Prime, where I'm going to be meeting Nick, and it's just a huge like step for me in so many ways. It's a huge step for me personally, and just, you know, like physically for myself, because for one, it's like my first real like vacation where I'm just going by myself, planned it myself, booked the flight, booked the hotel and everything by myself, and paid for it by myself. That's all huge. It was really expensive actually, but that's huge on its own. And then in addition to that, it's also like my first convention that I'm actually covering. I'm going there with, you know, wireless microphones and expensive equipment, planning to record the event and, you know, do fun things with the event and entertain you guys. It's also my first convention that I'm actually going to be covering with another person, with Nick, who's been a very helpful person with my channel over the years. Providing a lot of comedy entertainment, which I know some of you guys like, and we'll keep bringing that in the future. In fact, we have a funny-ass episode going up tomorrow, which I think you guys will enjoy, and a pretty unique game, actually. So I think it's going to be a lot of huge steps for me, and because of that, it almost makes me nervous, because it's like, I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope, like, for example, the tickets are being mailed to me, or mailed to Nick, like a day or two before the convention, so hopefully nothing goes wrong there. In addition to that, you know, I'm going on a flight, and I'm not too, you know, some people are, like, really nervous about flights and are worried about flights. I'm not like that. I'm not the type of guy who's like, oh, it's going to crash. Because, to be honest, it's very rare that a plane crashes. And when it happens, it's usually because of something like, of course, terror, which is awful. But that rarely happens anymore, which is great. That's fantastic. But the other reason is because of like pilot error, and it's really rare that pilot error happens. And when it does happen, it's usually from some sort of uncertified or minor airline. So you know, that's, you know, hopefully it doesn't happen. I doubt it will, but you know, there's that. And then there's just, you know, all the other things. Like, I hope the hotel works out well. I hope the hotel's nice. I mean, it has pretty good reviews. I think it was like a 4-star hotel. I paid a lot of money for it, actually. So hopefully that works out well, and just in general, I hope everything works out well and I have a good time. I hope Nick has a good time, and I hope, you know, we never met each other in person. 3 or 4 years we've known each other over the internet, and we're really great friends. I'd say he's probably my best, like, I know him the best out of all of my online friends. So, I mean, it's like we're almost real-life friends. I mean, to be honest, I know more about him than I know about some of the people I know in real life. So it's kind of, you know, unique that way. But hopefully everything works out, you know, between me and him. Hopefully, you know, we just have a good time in general. And I hope that everything works out fantastically. But yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. I'm also excited. It's sort of a mishmash of emotions about that. And it's coming really quick. I mean, it's really around the corner, isn't it? I mean, I think it's like the 28th or something. But in terms of PAX Prime, we're basically going to be doing videos on it. Every day you'll see like a few videos uploaded on it. And you'll probably see the week after will be uploads from the convention. I'll try to upload as much during the convention of things going on there. But all of the impression videos, like if we go to a panel and it's on Titanfall or something like that, or on, you know, Call of Duty Ghosts, we're going to go ahead and do an impressions video. And those impressions will be uploaded during the week, and those will be like, you know, long videos of us talking about it. But minor, small videos will be uploaded on that weekend of PAX Prime. If you don't know when PAX Prime is, go ahead and look it up. And it's a convention that has no more tickets. It's expensive to buy third-party tickets, so I wouldn't recommend it because I had to do that. And I paid through the nose for it, but it was worth it, I guess. But if you are going to PAX Prime, I know some people are, we are planning on doing a meetup of some sort, or trying to do a meetup. I know I don't have a lot of fans. I only have like 8,000 something subs, whereas some people have hundreds of thousands subs and they only get like 10 fans, so the odds of me having a lot of fans to meet up with is really low. But if there is anyone, we will be doing a meetup. I think I mentioned it before a couple times, and I'm not going to be giving out that information yet, like where we're going to meet up. But it's probably going to be somewhere in the convention. If there are people who aren't going to the convention who want to meet up, maybe we'll find a way to like meet up like right outside the convention somewhere. But I'm not sure about that. It'll have to probably be somewhere in the convention just to make it so we're able to still cover the convention, still do things while we hang out with some of our fans, which would be awesome. Yes, that's pretty much it. That is everything about PAX. Everything about the Sedona vacation, and now I'm just getting ready for classes in the fall semester. I'm just, you know, getting all that stuff planned out, registered and all that stuff. I'm pretty much done with preparations for PAX and everything. I think everything's all set in stone. I just gotta hope everything falls into place now. And hopefully in a week or so, I'll be done worrying about my classes and registration and getting my books and stuff. And hopefully there'll be less things for me to have to worry about in a week or so. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I think it's coming to an end here soon, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave you with the rest of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any suggestions for future things I could talk about in Tony Talks, go ahead and comment below. Any topic is welcome. And if you guys have any gameplay you want to propose to me to, you know, commentate over in a Tony Talks, leave that as a video response and I'll consider it in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.